labor market. We're delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Noura Mashhour. She's a political and strategic management expert. Good afternoon, Dr. Mashhour.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We've seen in Egypt a leap on focusing on youth, and the Egyptian president and the Egyptian government, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, has done a lot of achievements has been made with regards to youth. We've seen several initiatives in favor of youth, like the Presidential Leadership Agreement, also digital transformation initiatives that are taking place here in Egypt. A lot is being done to empower youth in Egypt. How do you see this, and what's your take on that?
Egypt has a significant youth population, with a large percentage of population being under the age of 30. Recognize the demographic significance, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attention to youth reflect an understanding of their potential as a driving force for the country development and progress. His Excellency aims to empower young people through engaging young people in the political process and decision-making process by involving youth in political dialogue, governance structure, and leadership roles to create a sense of ownership and inclusion, and enabling youth to contribute to shaping the country's future and provide them with a lot of opportunities. And for sure, that reflects His Excellency focusing on human capital development overall by investing in education, skills, and capabilities of young people to enhance country human resources and creating a more competitive and productive workforce that can drive economic growth and sustainable development.
Right. Also, the Presidential Leadership Program is one of the most successful programs that has taken place recently here in Egypt, and it's done mainly for the youth. How do you see this program and its success?
First, I would like to express my pride and honor in being graduate of the Presidential Leadership Program, third batch. Of course, it is a unique and highly enriching experience, both on professional and personal level. The program aims to establish a strong and base of youth competences to qualify for political, administrative, and community work. This is achieved through training on series of management, scientific, and practical planning, and enhancing capabilities to apply modern methods to address problems and challenges. Moreover, the program seeks to develop and create calibers of young leaders well aware of challenges and opportunities. And finally, the program has succeeded in graduating capable young leaders who are now able to assume different positions across different fields. And now we can see that some have become deputy ministers, while others have become governors or others become members of the parliament.
Right. Well, as you've just mentioned, we've seen high representation for youth in the political life in Egypt, in the parliament, and as deputy and assistant ministers. Well, how do youth fit, in your opinion, in the 2030 agenda for sustainable development?
Youth play a critical role in implementing of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The United Nations recognized the potential of young people as agents of change and emphasized their active participation in shaping sustainable future. The 2030 Agenda acknowledges that young people are directly affected by the global challenges addressed in Sustainable Development Goals. They consider them as important stakeholders in the development process, and their participation and representative are essential. So the 2030 Agenda emphasizes the importance of engaging youth in decision-making process at local, national, and international levels. Moreover, the 2030 Agenda emphasizes the need for inclusive and quality education for all, which equip young people with knowledge, skills, values to become active and global citizens.
We've also seen a large number of mega projects being inaugurated in Egypt during the past 10 years in the field of infrastructure, in the field of energy. How far do you think these projects has found job opportunities or provided job opportunities to the youth here in Egypt?
For sure, mega projects often require the significant workforce, and it can lead to creation of jobs for young people, also provide them with income generation opportunities, enabling them to support themselves and their families, and also contribute to reducing youth unemployment rate and improving livelihoods. And for sure, working on mega projects can also provide youth with valuable skills and training. They can gain practical experience, enhance their technical expertise, and develop their skills that can benefit them in their future careers.
Well, Dr. Mashhour, how far do you think the private sector has a role in empowering youth?
As I mentioned before, the private sector is a significant driver of economic growth and employment. By creating job opportunities, especially for young people, business contribute to youth empowerment, and this includes providing entry-level positions, internships, and forms of employment that enable youth to gain valuable work experience, develop their experience, and enter the job market. Moreover, the private sector also can contribute to youth empowerment by offering training programs, skill development initiatives, vocational training opportunities, by collaboration with education institutions, and providing on-job training that can equip young people with skills, knowledge needed for employment and career advancement.
Right. Well, how do you see the significance of the government to enhance and modernize the governmental system within the framework of the 2030 agenda?
Egypt's Vision 2030 aims to modernize the governmental system by implementing different strategies and initiatives such as embracing digital technology, improving e-government initiatives that can streamline administrative processes, improve service delivery, and enhance efficiency and transparency. Also, we can talk about structural reforms that has been undertaken in many sectors to enhance the effectiveness and accountability of government institutions, and reviewing and refining the rules and responsibilities of different agencies to improve the public financial management system and strengthening anti-corruption measures. Also modernizing the government system through empowering citizen engagement and participation in this decision-making process through different mechanisms such as citizen feedback mechanism, public consultations, and use of technology platform to involve citizens in policy. And nowadays, it's recognized, the government is recognized the value of data in decision making and policy forming. The government nowadays is focusing on improving data collection, analysis, and utilization to inform evidence-based policy making, monitor progress, and evaluate the impact of programs and all initiatives.
Right. Well, also digital transformation is another very important aspect of the new republic. How far do you think the government and is working on many new initiatives in this regard? How do you evaluate and assess these initiatives with regards to digital transformation and its significance for the youth?
I will mention preparing young people for dealing with technology nowadays is very important and involves several key steps such as promote digital performance, digital knowledge program to ensure the young people have foundational understanding of technology. That includes providing training on basic computer skills, internet usage, online safety, and also the emphasize nowadays that we can see the emphasis on STEM education to equip young people with the necessary knowledge and skills to contribute to digital world and introduce coding and program skills at early stage to empower young people to understand the language of technology and become creators and encourage coding clubs, workshops, and online resources can support skill development in this area, and also foster the entrepreneur mindset and encourage innovation among young people by creating platforms and programs that support and mentor young entrepreneurs that enabling them to develop enough solutions and start their own projects.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, in addition to digital transformation and providing job opportunities, what other aspects are important in your opinion or significant with high priority to work on now by the government in favor of youth?
Creating a sustainable future for young people in Egypt involves a comprehensive approach that addresses different dimensions of their development. First of all, ensure access to quality education for all young people in Egypt. This includes improving the quality of teaching, updating curriculum to align with current needs and future trends, promoting inclusive and good quality education, and investing in education infrastructure and resources, and foster an environment that promotes job creation and internships and encourage participation of young people in decision-making process at all levels, including policy formulation, program implementation, and community development initiatives.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Noura Mashhour, political and strategic management expert. Many thanks for your insight. And dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks for watching and stay tuned for the top stories that will be coming up in a moment.